What's up, everybody? Professional wrestler, comic book collector, video game enthusiast, Zach the Ripper Comics here. And I want to welcome you back to Night 2 of WWE WrestleMania here on Zach the Ripper Comics. Now, to go over last night's event in real quick, Cliff Notes fashion, we saw Bianca Belair in the main event defeat Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship, as was predicted back in September here on the channel. We also saw Bobby Lashley retain the WWE Championship against Drew McIntyre. AJ Styles and Omos shocked the world when they won the Raw Tag Team Championships from The New Day. The New Day acting suspiciously like heels throughout the entire match. In fact, the match psychology itself was basically built up to the debut, the in-ring debut of Omos, who did not disappoint. The best part of this match, the best part of the night, was Omos singing, shouting, screaming the lyrics to AJ Styles' phenomenal theme song after the match. We also saw Cesaro pick up his first ever WrestleMania singles victory over Seth Rollins. Natalya and Tamina won the women's gauntlet match and will challenge tonight on Night 2, WrestleMania Sunday, for the Women's Tag Team Championship. In a steel cage match, Braun Strowman bested Shane McMahon, something that I did not see coming. This match was absolutely dead to the live crowd. There was absolutely no noise, there was absolutely no movement, and they blacked out the entire crowd, including ringside seating during this match, because everybody was so dead. In a matchup that surprised everyone, that was not dead, that the crowd could be heard, the crowd could be seen up into the 200 level, Bad Bunny and Damian Priest defeated The Miz and John Morrison. Say what you will about this matchup, say what you will, and I did myself, about the inclusion of Bad Bunny. He performed. You can tell that he was at the Performance Center, that he was training, that he was doing his part to look legitimate in there. Now, moving on to Night 2, WrestleMania Sunday, I think the first matchup on this card is going to be for the United States Championship. Matt Riddle, just Riddle, I guess, defending against Sheamus. Sheamus just had a championship program with Drew McIntyre and should not lose. I would like Sheamus to win because I think Riddle is an absolute piece of trash human being. However, WWE mindset, Riddle is going to retain his championship against Sheamus here tonight. Next up on the card, the Women's Tag Team Championship, as champions Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, with Reginald still horrible, taking on the challengers of Natalya and Tamina Snuka. Just last night, Natalya and Tamina won the women's gauntlet match on Night 1 of WrestleMania Saturday. On yesterday's video, I said that with WWE mindset, they were the logical winners because they were the only ones with a story heading into the match. However, they're heels, they're bad guys, and so are the champions. What's going to happen here? Vince McMahon never does a surprise anything. He never does a makeshift tag team that doesn't come out as the winner. So therefore, I feel like Tamina and Natalya are going to win the championships, as Natalya has yet to have any kind of a WrestleMania moment, and Tamina has yet to have any kind of anything in her long 10-year plus WWE career so far. Horrible. Speaking of horrible, we have Kevin Owens up next, taking on Sami Zayn, who has Logan Paul in his corner. Now, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, we know, are best buds for all these years and everything. They came up in wrestling together. Who gives a shit, in my opinion? They're both idiots. They both look like melting candles in opposite ways. And now we have the inclusion of YouTuber Logan Paul. If you were going to put a YouTuber in the inclusion of this match, it should have been Shane Douglas, obviously, the Dean himself. Callback. As far as who I think is going to win between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, it's a toss-up. I don't actually care. Sami Zayn, the way he's been booked over the last year, I say gets the victory. Who cares? Logan Paul's going to get stunned. Who cares? Who cares? Moving on. In a matchup that I'm actually excited for, I'm just wishing that it wasn't for the 6th time in a row, Big E is defending the Intercontinental Championship against Apollo Crews. This is a Nigerian drum fight. What is that? I have no idea. I'm not sure up until right now. Can't tell offhand, sorry about that. Did they even know what a Nigerian drum fight is? However, I do see Apollo Crews coming out on top, finally winning the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania from Big E. Big E is destined for bigger and better things, no pun intended. He got his Intercontinental title run, and now we can move him on as a challenger for the Tribal Chief following WrestleMania. Now, why do I think Apollo Crews is going to win here? Well, they've announced that Wale is performing Big E live to the ring. Now, Wale is of Nigerian descent. I think that's where we're going to go. Wale, who is a huge wrestling fan, holds an annual wrestling event every year on WrestleMania weekend, is going to get involved, costing Big E the championship and aligning with Apollo Crews. For the Raw Women's Championship, champion Asuka, who has been an absolute godsend to WWE over the course of the pandemic era, is defending the championship against Rhea Ripley. Last year at WrestleMania, Rhea Ripley lost the NXT Women's Championship to Charlotte Flair. This year, she's now challenging Asuka. Now, smart money was on the fact that Charlotte Flair would have been put into this matchup if not for pregnancy, COVID. I don't know. She's denied one, WWE's denied another. Either way, she's not on the card. As far as this match, I believe that it's going to be an absolute banger, and I do think that Rhea Ripley is going to come out on top as the new Raw Women's Champion. The feud that has been going on forever and seemingly never ending, The Fiend with Alexa Bliss taking on the legend killer Randy Orton. These two actually began their program in 2017 when Randy Orton joined the Wyatt family, and then they had their blow-off for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, in which Randy Orton won. The Fiend has come back for Orton now, and he's more vicious than ever after Randy Orton burned The Fiend alive at the TLC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view this past December. Will we see a new version of The Fiend yet again here tonight? Will we see some kind of evolution with the Alexa Bliss character? Will she don her own Fiend-esque mask? One can only hope, as those two have been an absolute fantastic pairing on the Raws and SmackDowns of the pandemic era. With this being the first WrestleMania where the Fiend character can perform in front of a live crowd, I believe that the Fiend is going to get the victory in this matchup, as he absolutely needs it, and Randy Orton does not need another WrestleMania win in the record books. If you're getting any value out of this video, or just straight up being entertained by my stupidity, please hit the like button. It goes a long way. Subscribe to the channel, hit those bells for notifications, drop a big elbow drop right on those bells so you know when I put up new content or when I go live. And in our main event for the Universal Championship, the Tribal Chief himself, accompanied by Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, is going to be taking on the Royal Rumble winner of this year, the 2021 Royal Rumble winner, Edge, and a man who most feel is absolutely deserving to be in this main event, Daniel Bryan. Now, this story goes back months and months ago when Jey Uso turned on Daniel Bryan to join the table that is headed by the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, by his cousin Roman Reigns. We have not seen Jimmy Uso since this entire heel turn of Roman began, so I feel like tonight is the night. This is how Roman's going to come out on top, is with the help of Jimmy Uso returning long last after a year-long hiatus due to an injury. Coming out of this match, I believe you're going to have Cesaro as a challenger for Roman, and then you'll have Big E as a challenger for Roman following that. You can do Edge as a heel versus Daniel Bryan and get a lot of mileage out of that program as well. What do you think of my picks? What do you think is going to happen here on Night 2 of WWE WrestleMania Sunday? Leave a comment below. If you don't already know, we lost someone that contributed huge to the professional wrestling industry. That is DMX, the original Rough Rider. Party up in here. One more road to cross. I think it's time we pop a 40 and pay tribute to our man, DMX. always pounding with Polar, even when it's in tribute to my man, DMX.
How many brothers fell victim to the streets? Rest in peace, young wrestler. There's a heaven for G. Be alive. I told you that I never thought of death. My wrestlers, we the last ones left. How many wrestlers fell victim to the streets? Rest in peace, young wrestler. There's a heaven for G. Be alive. I told you that I never thought of death. My wrestlers, we the last ones left. Life goes on.
Spring is on its way, and if you're looking for the absolute best t-shirt to rock, it's not going to be the Rock shirt, it's not going to be your favorite sports jersey, it's going to be the official Zack the Ripper Comics t-shirt. You can find this actual shirt along with a barrage of over 50 plus items at the Zack the Ripper Comics Teespring store. The link is in the description below. If you go on there, if you purchase one of my items, let me know, send me a direct message on any of my social media, and I will feature that in an upcoming video. If you'd like to be in one of my videos, please go purchase one of the shirts, one of the anythings. There's leggings, all kinds of cool stuff on there, and I will put you in a video. One last time, check it out, the official Zack the Ripper Comics t-shirt, nice and bright, cutting its way, ripping its way into your hands. Take a swig for the working man. Keep acting up what you really want. Ride or die. Lord, I pray. I pray for all my polos and my wrestlers. That's the show, folks. I want to thank all of my patrons over at patreon.com/ZackTheRipperComics for supporting the channel. Not only are you getting exclusive content that you cannot see anywhere else but on patreon.com, but you're also getting some awesome merchandise courtesy of our Teespring store, link in the description below. T-shirts, hoodies, fanny packs, dog sweaters, and even the ever popular ladies leggings. For everybody that liked us on Facebook, found us on Instagram, hit up the ebay.com/ZackTheRipperComics store for all of your comic book needs. And last but not least, hit the thumbs up on this video, hit the bell for notifications so you know when we go live or when we post brand new content. And last but not least, subscribing to the channel, as it goes a long way as we are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Until next time. Now that's a hit. What's my name? ZAC, you know I'm back, I'm making videos. Ride or die. What y'all really want? What y'all really want? What's up, everybody? Zack the Ripper Comics here, and I just want to give a quick shout out to my little nephew Owen. Today is his birthday. Owen, happy birthday, buddy. Tell your sister Faith I said hi. To the Wild family, one love.